Hey guys, what's going on? Jedi 270 here. Got a few guns laid out. We're going to talk about them just a little bit, but we're going to talk about something that I got today from Evic. Oh, excuse me. First of all, let me apologize for a couple things. One, this beautiful wildflower tactical camo. You know, what are you going to do? They like flowers, let them have flowers. Okay, another thing is, been kind of sick, so the road to recovery has been hard for me. Heart disease will do that to you, and I owe it to nothing other than mistakes I've made. And it's been hard for me to get back on track. So I just got finished answering some questions over there on the Diablo build. If you guys have asked me questions in the past and I haven't answered them, that's why. Please don't be upset with me. But what we're going to talk about today, and excuse me for the shakiness, I'm doing this one-handed. I have moved on the other side of the state, and I no longer have my workbench until I get another place. So there are a couple things I got here that I want to talk to you cats about. And these are magazines. Okay, these are WE magazines. This is a real steel Magpul E-Mag shell that's been modified. I've had that on my channel before. You guys have most likely seen that. It's not an easy task. Well, it is easy, but it's just time consuming. This is a WE closed bolt version 1 Stanag mag, and this is a WE in a brand spanking new Angry Gun Tango Down mag shell made for the WE. Now, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of Angry Gun, okay? I don't like their recoil kits, and I don't like the fact that they talk about how great it is, because they know good and well that's going to destroy your gun. Guys, these guns are designed to be run with the equipment that's in them. So if you're going to upgrade your recoil, you need to upgrade your lower internals, RA-Tech steel or CWI steel. Okay, the whole shebang, the whole shooting match. I'm talking about your lowers, I'm talking about your bolt carriers, everything. Leave the plastic nozzles on, okay? Don't worry, don't put no CNC crap on there. But if you're going to run CO2, you need steel, and if you're going to run Angry Gun kits, you're going to need steel. They don't tell you that, and that's what ticks me off. So anyway, they came out with some pretty good externals here. So I got these today, and you'll notice that there are no fill valves, or no release valves. That's because they're up here in some silicone oil, and I'm refurbing my O-rings. So right now, that's why they're out of there. Okay, now the first gun we're going to look at, this is a AFC, not a WE. This is before WE. This is the AFC. You could call it WE because it's the same system, but this is a factory, real steel anodized, coat marked lower. These guns are extremely rare. As a matter of fact, it's been reported to me that only 40 of them are in the United States. I own one. A buddy of mine owns 3. Another guy I know owns 1, but they're hard to get, and I got lucky on this one. So let's take a look at the Stanag mag in that lower. Okay, there we go. All right, now you'll notice there's very little wobble there. Okay, we all know that WE and AFC will take a real steel mag. Okay, wobble. Okay, Tango Down, wobble. I hate that wobble. Okay, now let's get the AFC. Okay, I'll let you see it. Only because I love it. Oh, God, I love this rifle. Alright. Alright, gun point over. Alright, now the next one is a WE Diablo. And if you're a fan of my channel or a subscriber of my channel, you guys have probably seen this. I uploaded this Christmas Day. Now, it's almost done. The only thing it needs is CWI steel internals, and it needs to have the laser etchings of PWS. PWS is one of the only real steel manufacturers that still laser their trades. They don't do the deep etching like you saw in the last rifle with the Colt. Okay, all right. W Stanag. Okay, that one didn't lock down, but it makes no difference. It's still going to wobble. Real steel. Okay, find that button. And Angry Gun, Tango Down. See that? It does wobble just the tiniest little bit. Okay? This is the lower that you're going to get on any WE-M4 that you buy and that you're going to upgrade from Evic, Airsoft, GI, or Asia, or anywhere else you buy it from. This is the standard factory WE lower. And that's another thing that you want to look at. You notice a difference between the other rifle and this one. WE went to this instead of the AFC when they bought AFC out. They went with this because the ATF was just, really beating their heads against the wall. And it has a crappier finish than the AFC does. All right, now, Diablo's done. And this is the newest build. It's still getting, we're not going to do a review of it. You can look at it now. You guys have seen this lower before. I'm going entirely different. I'm doing all SBRs now. Absolutely love them. But basically, this is, let me go back to Stanag. Okay, you see how tight that was going in? See how that's very little wobble? Okay. Real steel. See that wobble? God, I hate that. Let's see. And Tango Down. Watch this. None. Absolutely zero. All right, Jedi. Why is it doing it? There are very, very few aftermarket manufacturers for WeTech. Okay, you're going to have RA Tech, of course. You're all familiar with that. You also have Prime, which is what this is. This is a Prime billet lower. This lower, you can get it from N10. I saw them on there for almost $400 for the lower. There are some other Asian retailers where you can get them like $250, $260s. I've seen them $290s, $280s, all over the place. But I've got I'll flip it over here and show you. On the other side, it's got Viltor. There's no dust cover, guys, because I'm waiting on a rod and spring. And I've got a real steel dust cover that's engraved with the 23rd Psalm. And you'll see that when I do the overview and review of the final build. It has the Viltor lasered on this side, and it says Viltor Manufacturing, blah, blah, blah. These lower receivers are billet aluminum. They are very well made, just like the real steels are made, and the finish on them is impeccable. And in my opinion, if you're going to build a WE and you got the cash to do it, and you can find them, get yourself a Prime lower. The deal with these lowers is at one point I've even heard rumors where they said they were $1,500, only 1,500 of them were made at any given time, which I personally think is BS, but they are made in limited runs, and once they're gone, they're gone. So you have to keep your ear to the ground and find one. I got extremely lucky. Good friend of mine, Soap, thanks Soap, to tell you how I got this one. He got my KWA MP7 with 2 mags. That's what I traded for, just the lower. Okay, just the lower. No internals, gutted, just the lower. And was it worth it? Hell yeah, it was worth it. Absolutely beautiful. It looks great. But what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is since there's not a whole lot of aftermarket stuff out there for WE, it's still 1-to-1 scale. But you saw the Tango Down wobble in other ones. From here to here and from here to here, there is just a tighter dimension than it is on the Diablo's factory WE magwell and the factory AFC magwell. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's not a lot of stuff out there is drop-in, guys. You just simply cannot expect everything you buy because it's labeled for WE. You can't expect it to be a drop-in fit. A lot of stuff you're just going to have to mod, and then it depends on how much you have to mod it. It depends on what you have to do to it. Sometimes it's not even worth modding it at all because it's maddening. You could be sitting here forever working on it. But in the end run, Prime. Go Prime. If you can afford it or you can wing it, get Prime. But there you go. I think it's pretty cool. You can get a Tango Down magazine shell with real steel trademarks, 556 markings. They slide in there really well. And you guys know that on StanAg WE mags, that little screw right there holds this outer shell on, right? Okay, cool. I thought, man, please don't let these things be all wild. Guess what? In the bag, in the side here, there's a little tiny baggie. There's your screw. They give you one. So your factory screw, you can put it back in the baggie and stick it in away for later. If you want to keep these and you sell the magazines, put them back to StanAg. But that's pretty awesome. You know, and it fits in there tight, too. It's not going anywhere. And there's a BB up there. And your propane adapters fit down there really well. Most green gas cans will as well. But, guys, solid. Just as hard as the real steel Magpul. And actually, I think this feels better than this one. And you can tell, I don't know if you can see it, but it's awesome. I mean, it's just, get it to thing. The amount of nylon that's in the construction is really well. So hats off to Angry Gun. They did a good job here. And you can tell this seam right here is the same color and texture as the rest of it. So that tells you it's genuine nylon. Unlike some AEGs like Echo 1, their Scar. That is not nylon. It's just molded to look like it because when you look at the seams, they're shiny. If you own one and you're watching this, go look at it. You're going to be like, damn, I thought that was nylon. It's not. KWA's been known to do that too. So, not so much anymore, but they've been known to do it. WE has never done it. They've always used real nylon. And but this is a really, really, really good magazine shell, and Evic's got them on sale right now for $8. Cha-ching! Get a little Facebook action. Pow! So there you go, guys. Just a little way to show you a really new magazine shell. Actually, it's been out for a while. I've only seen one video on YouTube. I think I know the guy. It was 24 seconds long. I'm sorry I rambled for almost 13 minutes, and but there was a lot to put out. And did we learn? We learned that not every lower is the same. And unfortunately, you could end up with a WE factory lower that's tighter than that one. You know, there could be that much of a difference. It doesn't happen that often, but it is a possibility. But that just goes to show you guys, you're not going to get the same performance out of every add-on that you get. It does not mean that the gun sucks. It doesn't mean that the mag shell sucks or that the aftermarket extension rails or grips or stocks suck. It's just that's just life. It's how it is. Okay, it's just life. So keep that in mind. Be kind to these makers because I'm telling you, WE gives you a whole lot for very little. And, you know, the fact that they do everything in-house, they don't outsource a lot of work, it shows up and they don't hit your pocketbook real hard. Okay? But there you have it. This is the Stag build. And I've ordered a trademarked Aimpoint M2 comp on a low mount for this. I'm going to order some LaRue clips and hand stops. I've got a Real Steel Surefire Scout going on this side, and we'll get her done up in the Tactical SBR. Right now it's sporting also from Evic. This is the Mad Bull PWS FSC 556 quick compensator. Why? Because SBRs, guys, if it's 10 inches or under, In real steel, it's going to have a compensator. Compensators make the gases twirl out. And even on a piston driven like this Diablo up here, and it's short like that, it's like trying to hold on to a bucking bronco because the recoil almost doubles, if not more. And all that hot gas blows back in the shooter's face. A compensator spins it, pushes the gas away, and keeps the muzzle from rising. So if you're going to build an SBR, don't put a birdcage flash hider on it because it's just not going to be realistic. Get yourself a comp. There are compensators like over at EVIC, like the Mad Bull, not Mad Bull, the PTS Battle Comp 2.0, 1.0, 1.5. Those look more like flash hiders. King Armory, not King Arms, but King Armory, the real steel. Mad Bull also makes that one. It looks more like a flash hider, and it's a compensator. So there you have it, guys. Tango Down magazine, Real Steel magazine, WE Stanags, and how they fit across 3 different variations of WE. This is the Jedi 270. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Be kind to each other. Be good to yourself. And get out there on the field and play with honor. And you're going to find out that you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun. Also, when you're on Facebook, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Let's stop the hate, guys. Love y'all. God bless. Thanks for watching.